Hey everybody, this is Dream, and today we're going to be reviewing Avenging Spirit. Avenging Spirit comes out on July 29th. We don't currently have a price for it yet. This is a Ratalaika game, and so basically in this particular game, you play as this character who has been possessed by, who was hurt, and so he's now a spirit, and so he possesses enemies in order to run around and defeat and win the game. In this particular area that I'm at right now, I'm fighting a boss. And this is kind of how boss battles kind of go. You just have to wear them down. You can actually just continue on bosses infinitely. At least it seems like it's infinite. Uh, Most of the bosses only take a few seconds to beat, but this one does take a little bit longer. The gameplay itself is kind of bland. It's, you've definitely seen this kind of game before. The very normal, arcade, side-scrolling shooter type game. A lot of the enemies, too, don't really raise too much of a stink. Some of them, they just stand there and don't ever seem to shoot at you like those dudes. And so I don't know if that's a port issue or what it is, but some of the enemies, they don't do well. And then other enemies are almost extremely difficult to avoid, which is a little strange. It's just kind of back and forth on that kind of stuff. Overall, the game is simple enough. You've definitely played games like this before, probably, especially if you grew up, playing arcade type games. It's definitely like the most arcadey game. This game feels like the type of game that should probably be like on the original Xbox 360's like arcade game store as opposed to being like a retail title. Just based on, but that's what a lot of Ratalaika games tend to be. As you can see, some of the mechanics are a little bit wonky, like the jumping mechanic and stuff like that. Like, I actually had to take damage in order to get the right thing right there, which is kind of silly, but, it's a decently put-together game. Also, enemies do respawn in the weirdest ways in some places, so you keep that in mind, too, while you're playing the game. Overall, I thought the game was pretty simple to play and pick up. Nothing extremely difficult where you feel like you can't, succeed. And it also has a nice little save system, so if you want to save at any particular point, you can. And you can also, rewind, so if you don't like how you went through something right there, you can back it up and then do it again. And so that's something that's kind of nice as well. It's a very simple game, like I said. Nothing here that you haven't seen before. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say about this game. If you do pick it up, let us know in the comments what you think about it, and have a nice day, guys.